All right, David. Uplifting, please.
Yeah, well, let's start with the breaking news from the day. It's not breaking anymore. It's just the news of today. Matt Rule's been fired in Carolina after just 38 games, 2.5 years. Your thoughts on the firing?
I mean, it was a train wreck. Now, part of it is they never got him a quarterback.
Yeah.
But the reality is fans stopped coming to games. Place is empty. The team's helpless. And guess what? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not give Matt Rule a 7-year contract?
Correct, they did.
Well, then don't tell me you can't fire a guy with a 6-year deal. So David Tepper's different than the Fords, though. David Tepper is East Coast, Wall Street, cutthroat, maniac. He ain't putting up with it. So it doesn't.
Fords is about family.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me.
No, he was constantly playing catch up, and that doesn't work in the NFL. It was, he was robbing Peter to play Paul, and you got desperate and said, well, screw it. Maybe Baker Mayfield will be my savior, and he wasn't. I know you're happy about that, David.
Oh, no, it is what
it's like
it is.
Mike and the Mets.
It is what it is with Baker. He's hurt again. Baker, play hurt this time. Show you're strong. Kyla Murray, let's talk about him for a second. No timeouts, 2nd and 10. He scrambles for 9 yards. Yeah, not 10 because he slides short of the first down and then doesn't know what's going on, spikes the ball on 3rd and 1. They have to go for the field goal. They miss it.
With a street free agent instead of getting 2 shots in the end zone. I just don't think Kyler Murray's got a great football IQ. I don't.
I haven't seen that bad of a clock management since the Dallas Niner game.
Yeah.
When Dak ran in the middle of the field, and it was like, Dak, what are you doing?
Kyler's got incredible ability, but let's just be realistic about this. Whether it's the clause the Cardinals put in there, whether it's Kyler admitting they didn't take the Lions serious in their preparation last year, whether it's how Kyler looked in the playoff game, or whether it's what he did on the field there, or the statistics once Call of Duty comes out on October 28th, there's something about this kid where cerebral, he relies on his natural ability, and you have to know what's going on.
See, I'm going to go with, he reminds me of somebody, he's got natural talent, but he does not want to really get better. You're right. He relies on that. He's like he's the football version of Anthony Davis to me. Ton of talent.
Wow.
But just doesn't want to get better.
Better eyebrows. Go ahead, David.
That's pretty good. I like that. Let's talk about the Chargers for a second. Brandon Staley in particular.
Yep.
1:14 remaining. 4th and long, 46-yard line, their own 46-yard line. They're up 2. Staley opts to go for it.
He's a moron.
Instead of punting the ball, giving them a short field. The Browns then missed the field goal, but you cannot make that decision.
No, it's more of this Ivy League garbage poisoning the game. Punt the football. You're facing Jacoby Brissett, not Josh Allen. Right. Mind you, Brissett had already thrown the most brain-dead interception in the end zone I'd ever seen moments before. Browns are going in, number 1 running game. You're pounding this team, and Jacoby Brissett could probably run for the pylon, but he pulled a Tony Banks versus Penn State in 1995, said, no, I'm not going to score with my feet. I'm going to throw an interception. Not that I'm bitter about that result. The point is, he got bailed out because Kevin Stefanski is a bigger moron.
Correct.
His play selection, what are you doing?
So much in that game.
But again, this is analytics. Poisoning the game. There has to be room for football. Punt the ball, Brandon. You could see his players hugging him after the game going, we got you. We know you're a moron, but we got you.
Well, did you happen to see Keenan Allen's tweet? You probably did not.
No, I don't have Twitter.
Yeah, Keenan Allen tweeted as the game is going on because he's at home. He's injured. WTF are we doing?
Uh-oh.
And then he tweets later after the result of the missed field goal. He says, thank God that was a miss, basically, is what he said.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's talk about a little bit more with the Browns, though, because they seem to have a problem. They did make a trade for former Pro Bowler linebacker Deion Jones. This is why. Falcons rushed for 202 against them in Week 4, and then the Chargers gashed them up for 238.
Dude, Eckler had like 15 carries for $160.
How is their rushing defense so bad? Deion Jones isn't going to fix it, so they have to fix the scheme. It can't be this bad the rest of the year.
The Browns' defense continues to be the most overrated thing in the league. You got all the star power. You got Denzel Ward. You got Myles Garrett. You got all Jadeveon Clowney.
What you got to wonder is, did he suffer some type of injury from that accident?
No, you wouldn't know it. They had him out there
saying?
for 50 snaps. 50. Guy flipped his car 17 times. 50. He was out there all day.
Right, but it leads me to wonder, I don't think he's okay.
No, he's got a shoulder injury that's going to hinder him for 2 to 4 weeks. But that didn't stop Stefanski. 50. 50.
Yeah, he didn't care at all.
50.
Let's touch on the Buccaneers game for a second.
Oh, yeah, let's touch upon it. The worst roughing the passer I've ever seen.
Grady Jarrett flagged for roughing the passer. And then the referee after the game speaks to the pool reporter. He says, I saw he was throwing him unnecessarily to the ground.
At this point, just come out and say it was Tom Brady and we're trying to protect him.
Hey, Tom's going through a rough time. He's having a divorce. We got to give him a flag.
There was nothing. And I mean, absolutely
a regular hit.
Nothing about that. That is the play that there was nothing he didn't slam his head against the ground. He didn't go low at the knees. He didn't do. That's the textbook. Yep. If you show people, well, how do you make a tackle on the quarterback? You show that play. You wrap him up around the waist and you spin him down to the ground. And he landed on top of Brady landed on top of him.
What Grady Jarrett should have done is break him across his knee like Bo Jackson did to that bat, and then earn the personal foul, and Brady's out of the league, and I don't have to look at him anymore.
I thought the personal foul was Brady trying to kick him.
What if Jarrett did the Hulk Hogan leg drop on Brady? At least get your money's worth.
I mean, at this point, I don't know what to do because...
And can you just do me a solid? All these rules experts are nothing more than paid propagandists. Matt Austin, Pereira, Mr. Dean Blandino... Oh, I see nothing wrong with the call. Oh, that was a good call. I don't think there's enough on... Guys, do me a favor. Blow it out your ass. Come on the air and tell me that call sucks. One time. I watched football all weekend. Mike Pereira, you are a nothing burger. You are a waste of... You're a waste of skin. Well, it's... Get out of my broadcast.
Because he knows... No matter what, doesn't matter what I say.
But then why is he there?
Because he's thinking, no matter what I say, the call ain't going to change, but these suckers want to pay me? Fine. Hey, I agree with it. Flips a coin. Disagree with that call.
You may as well go
back to you.
May as well go get Sergio Dip back and put him on the air. Having the time of his life. Just honestly, replace Matt Austin and Pereira and John Lemollier, or whatever the hell he is, the big Bill Lamagna.
Yeah.
Put Sergio Dip on. Vance Joseph speaks languages. All right. Thanks, Sergio. We'll talk to you later.
I want to end this on a positive note for Lions fans because we're talking about what your team did.
The season's almost over?
You're awful. But can I give you this? The Rams are 2-3. So right now you would have picks 3 and picks 14. The Rams look done.
They are.
They are completely. The offensive line is bad.
You mean that Stafford shoulder?
Elbow.
I'm sorry.
I told since preseason. Had a procedure, know what he wanted to talk about. He got that injection, which was probably PRP, Band-Aid on bullet wound. And by the way, what was it, Elton John and the Lion King? Circle of Life. You may as well have Stafford in a video. Because, baby, your career's ending the way it started.
Well,
you're going to be on a putrid team, getting your ass kicked on a daily basis, and you just... hate to see it.
Well, on that sack late in the game, his soul was taken from him. You could see it. Oh, it's just out of him.
Hey, pizza. Bye. I'll take my draft pick.
Where's your positive?
Where's Drago? I must break you. Honestly.
Don't forget, you got a bunch of Lions fans that said that you could bring him back to end his career here.
To do what? Serve hot dogs?
Pizza.
He's leaving L.A. in a wheelchair. He's going to be in a body cast like Nordberg in The Naked Gun.
I could just see that.
He's going to leave like this.
He's back.
And that is it football today.